Okay, Bob, and all who are watching, we're going to make a bag, and the first thing I'm going to do is open up my template right here. This is what I use to line things up. We have a 7-inch square, 7 by 7, and inside of that is my seam guide. It's more of a template. I don't sew on this. I have a physical guide that I draw a line on the fabric with. This is just so I know where that seam will be. What will be inside of this is what is shown. Anything outside is going to be cut off. So let's see, you wanted the Harley bags with the Harley design with the Harley orange, and I'm going to drag that into the program. Hold on a second, let me find your file. I gotta resave these attachments. Give me 2 seconds here. We're doing it all live, so stick with me. All right, I got your email here. I'm gonna just reread it. Okay, so I think you want it like this. And it looks like you mostly did that. Harley on one side, Lake Life on the other. I could be wrong. Except the steering wheel will be white. It's gray in the picture since I couldn't figure out how to do it in VinylMaster. It's not a vector, that's why you couldn't do it, unless this is what you exported it as. So I shall show you all versions of VinylMaster have this cool feature. First, this is not a vector image. That's what you need to know the difference between raster and vector. Raster uses pixels, and if I zoom in, these pixels keep showing their pixelness. And something like Photoshop is what you'd primarily use to edit those. But a vector is a geometric line that never loses shape no matter how much you zoom in. And in VinylMaster, if you click the image itself, you should have a button that says Vectorize, and it will trace all the lines and try to match the colors. I'm going to right-click that and leave the orange in there. And let's see what it thinks it'll look like. Now when it traces it, he's getting rid of that greenish teal, which is good. When it does the actual trace, it'll look a lot smoother. Cool. I'm going to accept that. So now we have the two colors. This shows all the colors in your I don't know what to call it, board. So does this. If you click this, you can select to colorize something. This lets you select all colors in the, what happened? Anyways. Alright, let's make this let's just start with a 7-inch square. I'm going to lock that and do the shorter side. And we'll see where it lines up. Now in VinylMaster there, in all vector programs, down here is the line button. Hey, it fits really well. I'm going to center it. Now how did I get to these? It's down here in the, you go tools, go to your drop down, align space. I like having those there. It's just a little bit big. I'm going to shift click and drag. And this area here, this is called the bleed area. You need that to be filled in. That's why I like having the whole 7-inch square filled in, but we can get away with taking it down just a little bit like that. I can still work with that. It's just a little tighter. That's okay. And this I'm going to copy paste and put it on the bottom. Now this orange, first we'll ungroup it, and I'll select just the orange, which you can do by clicking orange. It won't do it on this because this is grouped. This is ungrouped, and I can select just the orange. This is the suede side, and that normally comes out a little bit lighter in color, so I like to darken a couple shades. That's too much. One ought to do it there for that. So I'm going to save that in your folder. We'll call it Orange Skull. And to be able to show you the vector, what's going on? Be able to show you a mock-up. I like to make those green, send them to the front, and you can kind of see where it's at. Then we'll export the whole file as a PNG. Clip page, entire canvas, solid color background, make it a smaller file. Boom. Now I have a file that I can send to you. And when I print it, it'll be printed without this line. It'll just be, it'll look like that. That's how we print. Now the lake one, let's see the lake. I'm gonna Control A, Control C, Control N, Control V. Copy everything over. Oop, this is gonna take a second. And just get back to my template here. Alright, lake life. That doesn't look gray to me. Looks pretty white. And this might not need to be vectorized. Let's make it a square. Yeah, that's right on the money. Good job with your images, sir. And you don't always have to use this scroll. You can kind of go to the edge, see a little hand pop up. But that looks good. I'm gonna, here's a how you can select all of one color. I think I already showed you, but boom, I just picked those green colors. I'm gonna send them to the front. They need to be white. Let's save that as lake life. Export the PNG. Hit undo, save it again, and hit undo again. A lot of times I've accidentally printed with those lines there, and I gotta redo the whole print because that will show on the final bag, and I don't want that to show. That's basically how you create your bag, and then the file you would send me would be like this. The VDoc itself. You would send me this file. orangeskull.vdoc, lakelife.vdoc. That way it's still, and if I need to make any adjustments, I can. And that's basically that. So I'm going to end the video.